Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to His and Her Money. I'm Talent, and here at His and Her Money, we make it our business to help you take dominion over your money and your life. Today, we're diving into a topic that's absolutely crucial in these uncertain times, and that's building the perfect emergency fund. With the shadow of a possible recession looming, understanding just how much cash to set aside is more important now than ever before. This year has been nothing short of a roller coaster ride for the S&P 500 index. Dropping 20%, going up some more. It's just been up and down and full of turbulence, so much so that we haven't seen the like since 1970. As we face inflation going up, market volatility, supply chain disruptions, it's no wonder people like you and I need to be more serious now than ever about how we stack our dollars. We can't leave it up to chance. We have to be intentional, and we have to know what steps we need to take. And we're going to hit that right now because you need to have your emergency fund in place. Don't believe me? Well, according to a recent survey by Bankrate, over half of Americans are now concerned about their emergency savings, and that's up from 44% just in 2020. The truth is, many of us are falling short when it comes to having a financial safety net. And we don't have to. We can do what we need to do to make sure that we're in the proper place that we need to be financially. Here it goes further. Nearly 1/3 of Americans have less than 3 months worth of expenses saved up. Shockingly, almost 1/4 have no emergency fund whatsoever. But fear not, because today we're breaking down the advice that you need in order to know how much cash you need to stash away based on your life stage. All right, let's start with dual income families where both parties in the household bring in income. The common wisdom here is that you want to have at least 3 to 6 months of emergency savings saved up because you just never know what happened. Maybe both of you will keep your income coming, but maybe one of you doesn't. Maybe one of you faces the income drying up, maybe even both of you. Ty and I have found ourselves there where both of us had income, one of us had income, and then there was a season where neither one of us had an income. And because we strategically planned for emergencies before emergencies showed up, we were able to get through each season with ease. But what if you're the sole breadwinner in the household? Well, in that case, it's smart to put aside 6 to 9 months worth of expenses. This extra buffer accounts for the fact that relying on a single income source might require a bit more cushion. Whether you're a dual income household or you're flying solo, some people recommend having higher cash reserves. Why? Well, recessions often come with higher unemployment rates. Finding a new job can take time, and having more in your emergency fund gives you the freedom to navigate that journey without added financial stress. Now, some people, their security level is even more. And for them, they may want to have 12 to 24 months of cash saved up, or maybe 8 to 12. Point is, personal finance is personal, and you got to look within yourself. What makes you comfortable? Because the truth of the matter is, we don't know if a recession is coming, but we know that recessions happen. And we don't want to wait for the recession to show up for us to start making provisions for that time. Let's start thinking, planning, and executing right now. Now, what about all my fellow entrepreneurs and small business owners out there? Well, with economic uncertainty on the horizon, it's wise to set aside a full year of business expenses. This move could be your business's lifeline during tough times, just as it saved many from shutting down back during the pandemic. You don't want to just solidify your personal household, but if you're a business owner, you want to do what you can to put your business in the best position as possible to survive during a possible recession as well. What about retirees? Maybe you're done working and you are in your retirement phase of life. You know, with soaring inflation and low savings rate, truth of the matter is you may want to have 1 to 3 years of expenses saved up. This serves as a buffer against selling assets when the market is down, preventing your retirement savings from depleting rapidly. We want to stretch those retirement savings that you worked hard for as far as we can. So if you're in retirement phase or close to it, you may want to put even more away to make your retirement years good, no matter if the market is up, the market is down, the economy's doing well, or if the economy's in a challenging place. You can position yourself now to make your retirement years still golden. In case I haven't hit it hard enough for you, let's talk about the importance of emergency funds. An emergency fund is your financial safety net. Think about it like that. It's designed to cushion the impact of unexpected events because they happen. This could be a job loss or a medical emergency or just sudden expenses popping up like home or car repairs. It's your ticket to financial security and peace of mind. Everything about your finances isn't just financial. Some of it is emotional and mental. And we can make these types of moves thinking ahead and executing a strategy beforehand to give us peace of mind. Here's why an emergency fund matters so much and why we want you to take it so serious. Number one, financial security. It's your defense against life's surprises. Having one prevents you from falling into debt or further financial turmoil during unexpected times. Number two, job loss. In case of layoffs or job loss, your emergency fund keeps your finances stable while you search for new income sources. You're able to make better decisions on that journey if you've properly saved for it. Next up, medical expenses. Health crises can be expensive, and an emergency fund helps cover your medical bills without straining your finances and helps you to take care of your necessary items that you need to buy in case this medical emergency prevents you from working. Home and car repairs. Yeah, unexpected repairs can wreck your budget. An emergency fund ensures you can fix things without financial stress. So it goes from being a financial emergency to being a financial inconvenience if you have an emergency fund. Opportunity fund. It also acts as a fund for seizing opportunities like investments or unexpected chances that require quick financial input, because when you have economic recessions, it's not just situations where it can be detrimental. It also presents lots of opportunities to make money at the bottom of the real estate market potentially, or at the bottom of the stock market potentially, that you can get in. And as those values rise, so does your money. So how do you actually build and maintain your emergency fund? Well, it starts with setting a clear goal. Calculate your monthly expenses, things like housing, utilities, groceries, etc. And this gives you a baseline for your emergency fund. Think about all the things that it takes you to survive in a month, add that up, and let that number serve as 1 month. And then depending on your situation, multiply that by 3 or 6 or 12, whatever makes you comfortable. Next, you want to create a dedicated emergency savings account. This should be easily accessible like a traditional savings account at your bank. While you might not earn significant interest on this account, the goal is accessibility and not high returns. Now, I also got to give the caveat, because you know you better than anybody else. And if having your emergency fund easily accessible is going to be a problem and going to cause you to dip into your savings when it's not an emergency, then we want to suggest that you put your emergency savings account somewhere else, maybe an online bank or maybe a local bank that's on the other side of town that you would have to put some effort to get the money, because we don't want to make it easy. We want our emergency savings to be for emergency. So if you know you're prone to dip into savings when you should not, then think about moving your emergency fund away from everything else so that if a real emergency arises, you'll be able to distinct and be able to decipher and be able to decide, do I need to go to my emergency or can I handle this another way? Nobody knows you more than you, and personal finance is personal. The next step that you want to take is automating your savings. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your emergency savings account. Treat it like any other bill and ensure consistent contributions by taking the onus off of you and making it automatic. Budget for it. And you can break it up. Maybe put part of it on your first paycheck and part of it on your second paycheck, but automate the process. You also want to cut back on non-essential spending. You want to review your budget and identify areas where you can save. And everything that you can squeeze out of that budget, you redirect it to building up this emergency fund. Make that a priority so that you'll be prepared right when you need it. Also want to encourage you, stay disciplined. It's tempting to dip into your emergency fund for non-emergencies, but remember the purpose for which you save this money. And if you do have to get into your emergency savings after the emergency is taken care of, make sure that you replenish and put the emergency savings back to where it needs to be. Lastly, reassess and adjust. Life changes, and so do your expenses. Regularly review your emergency fund goal to ensure it aligns with your current circumstances. Maybe you have your emergency fund, but maybe it's been a while since you took a look at what you actually need versus what's in there. Maybe in that season that you saved it up, it made sense, but does it still make sense now? Always be tweaking, always be adjusting, always be assessing. Remember, your emergency fund is your financial safety net. It offers protection and peace of mind in our chaotic world that we live in. It's not just about the money. It's about securing your present and securing your future. Thank you for joining us, and we hope that this video either challenges you or causes you to want to take action. If this information resonated with you, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Until next time, remember, keep building your financial fortress, and we hope that the information we give you here at His and Her Money puts you in position to keep winning. That's all we got for this time, guys. Until next time, peace.